Good morning, children. We have come to the 12th chapter of our grammar textbook, and this chapter is about adjectives. So, let's start. What are adjectives? Words which tell us more about persons, places, animals, or things are called adjectives. That means if a word gives us more details about a person, or a place, or an animal, or a thing, then those words, that is, those words which give us more details, those words can be called as adjectives. That means if you are talking about a person, then that word will tell us more about a person. If you're talking about an animal, that word will tell us more about that animal. So adjectives they can be also called as describing words. That means they describe about a person, they describe about a place, they describe about an animal, or they describe about a thing. So adjectives, they tell or they describe more about nouns or naming words. Okay, we have already discussed that a naming words are nouns, that is a name of a person, name of an animal, name of a place, the name of a thing is a noun. Yes or no? So adjectives, they tell us more about nouns or naming words. So look at the examples. This is a house. Okay, in this sentence, house is the noun. And look at the next sentence. This is a big house. So the word big describes about the house. Yes or no? So big is the describing word because it tells us more details about the house. Look at the next one. Hari is a boy. Hari is a tall boy. Here tall is the adjective or the describing word because it tells about Hari. Okay, the word tall gives us more details how Hari is. So tall is the describing word. So in these sentences, big and tall are the describing words or adjectives. That means adjectives or describing words describe more about a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. In adjectives, we have like degrees of comparison. That means we compare between things. Okay, so mainly there are three kinds of comparisons. The first one is positive degree, the second one is comparative degree, the third one is superlative degree. So we will be discussing more about these degrees of comparison. So let's look at the first one, positive degree. Positive degree is used to describe one person, place, animal, or thing. That is positive degree. We use it only for singular nouns. Okay, for one person, one place, one animal, or one thing. Look at the example. Sam is a tall boy. So here, tall is the adjective, and this is a positive degree. This sentence is in a positive degree because we have only one person, Sam. Okay, Sam is a singular noun. Because we are talking about one person, so this sentence is in positive degree because we are not comparing with any other thing. So Sam is a tall boy. So tall, the word tall is in positive degree. So positive degree is used to describe about one person, one place, one animal, or one thing. Now let's look at comparative degree. Comparative degree is used to compare between two persons, places, animals, or things. Okay, comparative. We have the answer in the word itself. Comparative. That means comparing. We compare between two persons, two places, two animals, or two things. Look at the example. Sam is taller than John. So look here, we are comparing between two persons. That is, the first person is Sam and the second person is John. So we are comparing who is taller. So what happens is, in comparative degree we add er. Okay, taller. Sam is taller than John. So in order to show the comparison, we have used er. In comparative degree we use er, and mainly it is used to compare between two persons, two places, two animals or two things. And what do we add to the adjective? We add er to the adjective. Look at the word taller. We have added er to the word tall. Now let's look at superlative degree. Superlative degree is used to compare three or more persons, places, animals or things. If we have more than three or more than three persons, places, animals or things, we use superlative degree. As for example, Sam is the tallest of all the boys. Imagine we have in a class like 20 boys. So in all those 20 boys, Sam is the tallest one. Okay. So we have added est to the adjective tall to show that the comparison. Okay, superlative. Okay, superlative degree. So we have added est to the adjective tall. Okay, so once again we'll revise this. Positive, it's for one person. So we do not add anything. We just write the word. Like for example, tall, because we talk about one person or one animal or one thing or whatever. Whereas comparative, we compare between two persons, and so we add er to the adjective. Whereas superlative, it's mainly to three or more than that. Okay, it can be more than three. So can be persons, places, animals or things. So we add est to the adjective in order to show the comparison. That is, Sam is the tallest one of all the boys. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now let's look at few more examples here. Look at this. Cold, this is positive degree. Colder, this is comparative degree. Coldest, this is superlative degree. Okay, so we have added so mainly positive for one person, comparative to two persons, and superlative for three or more than three. So for positive degree we do not add anything. For comparative we add er, and for superlative we add est. This is the thing you have to keep in mind. So let's look at the next one. Short, positive degree. Shorter, comparative degree. Shortest, superlative degree. Next one. Big, positive degree. Bigger, comparative degree. Biggest, superlative degree. Next one. Sweet, positive degree. Sweeter, comparative degree. Sweetest, superlative degree. Near, positive degree. Nearer, comparative degree. Nearest, superlative degree. Next one. Deep, positive degree. Deeper, comparative degree. And deepest, superlative degree. And the next one. Smart, positive degree. Smarter, comparative degree. Smartest, superlative degree. But there are few things that we have to keep in mind. That is, those things are very simple. We'll just look at those. When adjectives end with the letter Y, we replace Y with I and then add er or est. So for example, if an adjective has the letter Y at the end of it, so what we do is we replace Y with I. That is, we cut off Y and we use I in the place of Y, and then we add er or est according to the degree. If it's comparative, we add er. If it's superlative, we add est. So look at the example given here. Heavy. Heavy is in positive degree. So we have Y at the end of the word. So look at the comparative degree. Heavier. So H-E-A-V-I-E-R. So Y, in the place of Y we have used I, then we have added er, heavier, and heaviest. Here H-E-A-V-I-E-S-T, that is, in the place of Y we have used I, then we have added est, heaviest. So let's look at one more example. Healthy. Healthy is in positive degree. Let's look at the comparative degree. H-E-A-L-T-H-I-E-R. and the superlative degree HEALTHIEST, healthiest. So in the place of Y we have used I, and then according to the degree we add ER or EST. Okay, this is the first thing we have to keep in mind. There is one more thing that we have to keep in mind. Let's look at it. For adjectives that are long words with more than 3 syllables, we add more or less before the words to form comparatives and most or least to form superlatives. That is, for example, like, not for example, that for adjectives which are long words, that is, look at the example given here, beautiful. The word beautiful is long because it has 3 syllables. Okay, that is, a syllable means in one breath, if in one breath if we use one, what all sounds come, then that is one syllable. Like for example, beautiful has 3 syllables. The first one is beau, second one is tea, third one is full. So we have 3 syllables here. That is, in one breath I say few sounds. Okay, the first one is beau, second one is tea, third one is full. So we have 3 syllables in the word beautiful. Okay, a syllable means in one breath how many sounds we say. In 3 I have used 3 breaths for the word beautiful. Okay, so that can be called as syllable. That is how many sounds I say. Okay, so if adjectives have more than 3 syllables, okay, 3 or more than 3 syllables, then we have to use more or less for comparative degree and most or least for superlative degree. Let's look at the example for the word beautiful. Beautiful is in positive degree, comparative degree more beautiful, superlative degree most beautiful. Next one, cunning, and for it's the word cunning is in positive degree. For comparative degree it's more cunning, and for superlative it's most cunning. We can use more or less for comparative degree, most or least for superlative degrees. And there is one more thing we have to keep in mind. For some adjectives, the comparatives and superlatives are not formed by adding er or est. They are different words altogether. That is, we have adjectives to which we cannot add er or est, but what happens is they change the word itself. Okay, so let's look at those words. The first one, good. Good is in positive degree, better is in comparative degree, and best is the superlative degree. That is, we cannot add er or est to the word good. There is no English word gooder or goodest. Okay, so for these kinds of words, what happens is the word itself changes its form. So it will be good, better, best. Now let's look at the next one. Bad. Bad is in positive degree, worse, comparative degree, worst, superlative degree. Next one, little, positive degree, less, comparative degree, least, superlative degree. Next one, much or many. Both these words are in positive degree. So the comparative degree of both these words are more, and the superlative degree is most. Let's look at the next example. Far, positive degree, further, comparative degree, furthest, superlative degree. Okay, because in this we can see this, the word has changed the spelling. Far, furthest, further and furthest. So there are few adjectives to which we cannot add er or est. So what happens, they change their form itself. So the best way is to learn these things, and so that you can keep in mind. And you have few exercises in our grammar textbook. Just try to do them, and the notes also will be sent with this. And I hope you have understood this chapter. and please try to learn this once again if you didn't understand. And this is for today, and bye.